chains that you pull away. I feel the fear when you look at me. We've had enough of love. 'Cause there's not enough in me.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Shader Sunday from the Survival Heights Season 2 world. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day today. We are, of course, back to digging, because what else would we do on this stream? It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you all enjoy. So, got the day count running, got all the notifications out. Let's get rolling, shall we? Yes? Literally right where we left off last time. I may end up turning my fan on, by the way, so you may hear some background noise because of that. It is somewhat warm in this room and I have my door closed. So, just so you all are aware, that is probably going to happen. Don't be alarmed. Gotta make sure I'm comfortable. So, yep. Hopefully you all having a fantastic day. I am having a fantastic day, fantastic weekend. It's been a good one thus far. So, hoping to continue it here. Thank you, thank you. Get some good progress done, I hope, today. I mean, we do every time, I feel like. For those who have not seen, go over it. So we started working on this area. Move the beacon over. We started chopping down this area, which I think is going pretty well. Oh, did I look at something? I don't think I did. We started chopping down this area, so I'm going to continue on working on this area today, I think. Is, I think, the goal. Wish I had jump boost as well, but we do not, unfortunately. We've got some things happening up here as well. We might go up to the top portion today. I was trying to get the low-hanging fruit, honestly, down here. Make our lives a little bit easier. Do a little bit of this. So we'll start off with the low-hanging fruit, and then we'll probably move on from there. By low-hanging fruit, I mean not the stuff that's like super tall, basically. Stuff that's lower to the ground that we can churn our way through. This stuff, for instance. This way. A lot of this stuff is insta-mineable. Easy to reach. Kind of work our way this way. Just like that. Just like that, we've got a whole nother area that we've slabbed up. So if we keep doing little bits like this, little bits of progress here or there, it goes a long way. I was saying this on Wednesday's stream, but the way big worlds get done, right? The way you get work done is just doing little things, you know, one thing at a time. So I am doing well. How are you doing? Signing, good to see you. It's a time change for me as well, so I got an extra hour of sleep last night, but it means that the stream is starting an hour later, I think, for everybody. Unless you had the time change with me, then it's starting at the same time that you would expect. Do this, I think. Do that. All the way through here. Oh, yeah, you did it. I think you mentioned that last time. You did it a week earlier, yeah. So we are back in sync now. Ended up staying up a lot later too than I had anticipated. Though that wasn't really because of the time. It was kind of with the time change. I knew that I was going to get a little extra sleep. Or extra sleep. I knew I had an extra hour to use somewhere. Whether I wanted to sleep on it or whether I wanted to do something with it, so. So I ended up doing an extra hour of stuff with it, and I got a lot of stuff done. So I was very happy about. Staying up the extra hour was worth it. The downstairs area I've been meaning on, I've been meaning to move the TV around, for instance, and start, like, we got a whole bunch of, like, pictures and paintings that when we moved in, the goal was to eventually hang them up, and we have not hung them up. So I didn't hang them up, but I did sort them into piles, which was nice. Just do that. So stuff like that. I use the extra time to get caught up on things. This is easy. The dates are easy to remember here. Last Sunday in October and last Sunday in March. Yeah, I don't know what the dates correspond to here, to be honest. I never really tracked it. Especially nowadays that, like, because our phones and the way that we get time, for the most part, is synced to the internet. So whenever the time change happens, it just automatically happens. You don't even think about it. The only thing that I have to change, only things I have to change are like the oven clock, the microwave clock. If I had to watch the watch clock, potentially, but even then, I have a Garmin watch, so if I were to just sync my Garmin watch with my phone, it would sync up the time as well, so it's not a huge deal. I still have my wings on. So it's pretty much automatic here. I mean, it's probably pretty automatic for you as well. That was just a me thing. Getting close to being out of slabs, which is a little bit concerning. I'll go back and get some more. Enderman down there. So use a wind-up watch and have a couple of wind-up clocks around the house, a couple of pocket computers old enough that I have to set them manually. Yeah, with some of the older tech you might have, that makes sense. But I mean, the main thing I use, the main way I get the time now is through my phone, and my phone's always synced to, you know, the internet or data or whatever, so thankfully it's pretty easy now then. Nope. Taken using a 1991 Pocket computer as my PDA. It has the functions I need without having to share my whereabouts with Google. Fair enough. Yeah, the data privacy thing is always a thing that people tend to be worried about, which understandable. I think like maybe it's just me, but I feel like I'm so used to it at this point that I don't even think about it. And part of it's just also like the positives that come with it, but it is a fair point. Oh, there's lava in there. Almost jumped down into there. Our phones are always listening in. Google is always listening. Apple is always listening. But we're just trying to provide a better user experience for you while also listening into all my conversations. Thank you. It is definitely weird, right, when you are talking about something and then the next day or the next hour or whatever it might be, a lot of times it's the next hour, you get some kind of recommendation on a website that's like, oh, you know that thing it doesn't say explicitly the thing you were talking about, but it's like, oh, that thing I was talking about. Now I'm getting like ads on Amazon for it or something, you know? Even times where you don't think anything is listening, it's kind of too much of a coincidence not to have something in the background that's listening in on your conversation. So, just my thoughts on it. I also feel like that's why, you know, maybe it's just the nature of the things that I do in my life, but I tend to always say things that I don't mind other people hearing. If it was, you know, somebody did hear the things that I was saying, like it wouldn't be a big deal. I'm not ashamed of the things I say in private, I guess. Because you never really know who's listening and what's listening and sort of adverts that are relevant, but I know I haven't searched for or watched videos about the subject. Yeah, that's fair. Most annoying thing is when you buy something online and they get served ads about it all week. Right, it's like I already bought it. Like, why are you giving me advertisements to buy a thing that I've already bought? That's where the whole like listening on conversations makes more sense, because I say it makes sense, it's not good, right? But from a company's perspective, it's like, oh, this isn't something that you've bought yet, but you're talking with someone about it. Maybe you're talking about buying it. Maybe you're just talking about it in general, and they can give you an advertisement that says, look, here's how you buy the thing that you were just talking about. So I don't know how, I feel like Europe and a lot of European countries have better laws on this than the US does, or have developed better laws on it than the US has. Probably the better way of describing it. But in response to a lot of this stuff, a lot of data privacy concerns that these American companies aren't really concerned with. For any number of reasons. We're just gonna try to get rid of as much of this as I can. I don't really want to put slabs down here if I can help it. There we go. Easy peasy. No worries, Jen. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Not so much better, but more. Some good laws, but also laws are limiting a lot of hobbyist activity. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Bailey, what did you do? Bailey got banished to my office, it looks like. Bales, you're not getting out. No matter how hard you try, you are stuck here, my dear. You are stuck here. It's going. Fair. Still enjoying the new computer though, Jen? Right? New computer, believe. Unless I'm losing my mind, which is also possible. I mean, I'm losing my mind anyway. Bailey! Honey. Sweetheart. You're not leaving my room. You have been banished to my room. I don't care how cute you look. You're not being allowed out because you're being a menace. Hey. Bailey. I'm gonna close that door. The door's getting closed. You're not allowed out. Don't look at me. I'm not the one who got in trouble. Thank you. Thank you for touching my leg. Bailey does this thing. And she does this on walks mainly. She's a bit of a herder. So she'll like touch your leg. Be like, okay, let's go this way. Okay, let's go that way. It's kind of cute. But also kind of annoying. So. It's funny, especially like when she follows us around the house, she will like touch your leg. And it's largely a like, I want to play. Or sometimes it's like, I'm here. Rude? More difficult for someone like me to start an online community now. A lot of websites are just blocking the UK. Ooh. Yikes. Yes, she's been banished to my room. Yeah, lay down, honey. There you go. A lot of times we do that so that she calms down. She just gets put into a room. It's like, you need to chill out, dog. Because she's still, when we took her to the vet said this as well, like she is still a puppy. She's over 2.5 now, but she's not quite 3. She is still a puppy. So she has a lot of energy still, and she's the type of breed that she's a Schnauzer, and Schnauzers are known for being they have more energy in general, but they are also much louder. So she's gonna be louder. Like, we know that. Just by the nature of the breed that she is. She's also a Schnauzers or Terriers as well. She does the whole digging thing, and she herds people and whatnot. Excitable, yeah, for sure. So it's often done in a way where it's like she's put into a room not because it's necessarily a punishment, though I do kind of remark about it at times, just to get her to calm down. more than anything. we don't have curtains on some of our or all of our front windows. Hello. So she's able to sit on the back, and like one of our couches is backed up against one of the front windows, so she can sit on the back of the couch and scream at dogs outside, which can get pretty annoying. When you tell her to stop and she doesn't, when you tell her to stop she doesn't, so she sometimes gets punted someplace else. Like not literally punted, but like metaphorically punted into a different room. We don't punt dogs here. We've joked about it, but we do not punt dogs here. Especially don't give dogs shock collars. I'm gonna continue to make, like, that was just, it's like kind of funny but also kind of horrible. So
Shock collars are bad.
there's different training techniques where some people say like shock collars are helpful. I don't really know how that is helpful, but someone could prove me wrong and be like, hey, in situations where there's certain dogs are particularly vicious, maybe having a shock collar helps. I don't know, but I don't see in a normal case when you're training a normal dog why you would ever use a shock collar. So I just can't believe that's a real thing that's been debated online now. Okay, you're sleepy. Well, I can help you out there. You need something to do to wake yourself up?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna say do laundry or something?
Yeah, there's plenty of laundry to be
Is
doing.
the dryer done?
I have no idea. Can always go
I
check.
haven't heard it.
Can always go check.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, that's our that's the sound that happens when the washer and or the dryer go off, is what Emma just sang.
Bailey.
Bailey, do you know what calm means?
No.
Tell me what the definition of calm is, Bailey. If I had a microphone that I could just like pull out, it was already like attached to my computer, I'd do that and just like put it up to her face. So Bailey, what do you think of XYZ?
I'm sitting in your perch.
Oh, Mama's in your perch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's several different ways that I could have gone, Jen, but you know, family friendly here. Smile. I try to be, anyways. I think the older I get, the harder it becomes. At the same time, the easier it becomes. The family friendly part, I think, is more difficult. The non-cursing part is like very easy for me. So
I feel like not cursing has gotten harder for me over the years.
well, it's gotten easier for me because of all the years that I've been making content.
Yeah.
You know, that's why it's gotten easier. If I wasn't making content as regularly, it would be difficult for sure. But I've talked about before, like the different modes that I can go into. If FC turns on the audio compressor, no matter how many times I disable it, enables on another channel. buggy software. What? That never happens. Like this.
Very far.
She just has energy. She's barely been outside today. It's where when we eventually get a fence is gonna help a lot. We can just let her outside and she can run around and whatnot. Speed demon. Meow. You are in my porch. I want my porch. Thank you. You have violated my space.
She does want her.
Yes, she normally does. When I'm working, she likes to be up on her perch. Her perch, by the way, I don't know if you all have seen it, but it is a wooden structure that has a bed in it, basically. That she refuses to go up the stairs that are beside it into, and she will only be lifted into it.
She'll go down the stairs.
Yeah, she'll go down the stairs. I think it's a safety thing. I don't think she trusts the stairs to go up. They're kind of flimsy. But I have a Z for the emotes and the refresh stream button. There's a refresh stream button. That's kind of cool. This is not good. Why are there so many of you? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Come here, friends. Oh, it's all this stuff, isn't it? Yeah. All this open space. For all these magma cubes to spawn. Go. So for refreshing the whole page, you just refresh the. Why? Refresh the video. Nice. This is horrible. There we go. Welcome to the Nether. So what we've changed here that's been kind of helping is just going at this section by section, which I think is helping quite a bit. I mean, it doesn't really help with the lava per se, but a lot of other things it does. Like the magma cubes have been a big issue, but they've gotten better because we've been going at this smaller section by smaller section. So yeah. Took a minute. Yeah, for sure. And just kind of minimizing the amount of spawning space that they have as well helps a lot. But yeah, if you stay in one place, you're just gonna spawn right in front of you. It's the nature of things. I think there's stuff spawning up there as well, which is part of the problem right now. I didn't put this on my hopper earlier. Just the amount of spawning space that they have. That's where, like, we've kind of had to... The thing I was thinking about is, like, we kind of have to slap things as we go along, right? Otherwise, you're going to have a whole bunch of spawns here. But... anyways... is it over here? We were over here, right? When we come back, it's gonna be a lot of magma cubes, but we'll survive. I think it was Diagonal last time I mentioned something about having a mob switch. That would help. But it's a bit annoying, but we're doing okay. I think I almost died there. I'm always so weary of flying into places. Oh. So I don't think this one spawned right in front of us. I think it jumped down from above. That's what someone was commenting on last time too. You just get a lot of these things dropping down from above. It may be worth it for me to slab up some of the area up there, even though it's not within the perimeter, just to prevent mobs from spawning while we work in this area. Anyways, we keep going. I think I mentioned earlier that I had a pretty productive day yesterday, which was good. We love productive days. I took advantage of the extra hour. The kitchen area is much better. We've had our dining room table has had a bunch of stuff on it for a while. And we don't ever eat at it because we don't need to. It's just the two of us normally. But there's been a bunch of stuff just sitting on there, and so enough space got cleared off where we can have a few people sitting there now. There's more stuff that needs to get cleared off, but a bunch of surfaces just constantly have stuff on it. Emma started it by going through and trying to clean out like a bunch of or sort things really. It's kind of the first step is just kind of sort things. And once she did that, I went through and started just throwing away stuff and got a few boxes of stuff to donate. So got 2 things done today on the first Sunday. Yeah, we normally... Oh, I also mowed the lawn yesterday, which was always a fun experience. Actually, it wasn't that bad, but wasn't that bad this time. It can be a difficult experience, I will say. So many mobs up here. It can be difficult for us because when we bought the house, they took out a bunch of mulch beds, but they left the stumps in, and they just planted grass over it. So when I'm trying to cut the grass, I have to like bob and weave around a bunch of stumps as well, which can be a pain. But and there's just a bunch of stumps. There's a bunch of stumps in the yard anyways. Various trees and plants, whatever, that got cut down over the years. I have to kind of mow around. So. There's so many. Okay, we're getting them. Okay, we're good. Now I'll jump down. So, whoop. I was placing a block there. So yesterday was a more productive day than normal, I would definitely say. But felt good. Felt good to be productive. So I can actually see. Let's put those there. So there maybe. All of this is gonna stay as it is. Let's do this as well. Cut out some of that space. Where the divide is. Cool. What is this? Why is there a bunch of stone here? Just creating some kind of path for my, some kind of platform for myself, but I'm not really sure what. We dig out one below as well. This floating area we need to get rid of, so. This is not really floating anymore, it's attached to something. It's just this upper area within the natural area of the nether where someone might be walking around or flying through. It's not fall either. Though I think we would survive that. I'd just rather not find out. If I can help it. Yeah, we're out of room to pick those up. Alright. Let's go fill up the shulker boxes. Do that. The stone brick goes in there. We are starting to get to a point where we're going to have to consider heading back. Dropping off a bunch of this stuff in our storage room. I'm gonna place down armor. Oh, and the authentication servers are back today, it looks like. I think on Wednesday the authentication servers were down. Let's do that. Which is good. It's back. We have our skin.
folded the towels.
Put them away. Good job. Woo! What's wrong with laundry? Isn't it nice?
No. I've always hated laundry.
So as you all can tell, the person who normally does laundry in this household is not Emma.
I did my own laundry through all of college and even in some of high
True.
school.
True.
Like, I can do it, I just really don't like it. And the other thing was like when we started having our laundry together, you have a different rate that you need laundry done than I do.
Yeah. Just because I'm better, you know.
Because you have less clothes than I do.
Yeah. For better or for worse.
It's just one of those annoying tasks where like you get it through.
Well, it's like dishes, right? Like you clean dishes just for them to get dirty again.
Dishes feel different because like it could get moldy and like really dangerous for your health.
Sure. I mean, clothes can get very stinky.
Yeah, like our stinky clothes.
If they smell bad enough, could fall over. Bleh. You seem like a human right now. I'm doing my human sit. She sits on her butt, basically. But like like right now she's leaned back. Normally dogs lean forward. She leans back. Well, at least in this case she is. Aw, did she guilt you into giving her pets? My problem with dishes is that it's so constant. Laundry's like a once a week, once every other week kind of thing, right? Like it's... You're doing it and then you're like going away for a while and then you're coming back and switching some things and going away for a while and then coming back, folding some things and going away for a while, right? Like it's not as like constant as I feel like dishes are. Dishes feel like an everyday thing for the most part.
I
Like
feel like when I'm doing dishes, it's easier because I can do it all at once. There's no having to remember that I was doing it.
Sure, you don't have to remember that you were doing it. That's fair.
Whereas like laundry, if you don't remember, you can have like your clothes get really gross.
Well, just remember then, Smile.
Yes, because it's that easy.
Of course it is, right? Hate food boogers.
some of that is just cleaning stuff off well enough, like after you finish using it,
Yeah.
like rinsing it off.
Make sure stuff gets thrown into the trash. It's supposed to be thrown into the trash. Off your plate. Because not everything should go into the sink. As your parents have found out.
Well, as one of my first roommates found out, sophomore year, she got like bone-in skin-on chicken and had never had a garbage disposal before, and went to try it and put the chicken skins that she took off in the garbage disposal. Garbage disposal.
I've never had a garbage disposal before. Are there parts of the world that don't have garbage disposals?
From the US,
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's very unlikely.
she said she had never had one before.
Oh, you don't have. Okay. I guess because I grew up and we've always had a garbage disposal of some kind. Okay. Fair enough then.
Yeah. They put chicken skins down the sink expecting the garbage disposal to just take care of them. And then someone had to go and like fish the chicken skins out of the sink and log it.
Yikes. What's up, Crowden?
It's not the greatest.
Makes you want to get into meal prep.
Oh god.
Takes up a lot of time.
It's also like so much so many different dishes that you make all at once.
Yeah, that's where we try to like, I don't know, find ways to make yummy things that take up the least amount of dishes. That's the goal.
Oh, and White's laughed at me, but there are times when I'm like trying to do like really, really minimal dishes, and he would just normally grab an extra dish and like go like as few as humanly possible.
We did HelloFresh a little bit.
Honestly, HelloFresh can be a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I had some meals that were probably like an hour or an hour and a half to make. Maybe it's just a skill issue, but it wasn't really worth it, I don't think.
It saves you time going to a grocery store to get it.
Yeah.
Right. To get the actual ingredients. But I don't ever felt like HelloFresh made enough,
Yeah.
I guess. There are other, I haven't tried things like Factor before, where that's they pre-make it for you and send it to your door. Right. The thing that you always have to trade off with those things is the cost. It's generally more expensive to do that. You're trading time for money, basically. I mean, it's kind of what we all do every year, every day, every week. We trade time for money in pretty much everything that we do. What you get with having more money is you get more time. Because you can pay other people or other things to do things for you. Basically. Same thing goes for these meal prep stuff, kits.
I would say for the most part, we don't really use those recipes anymore.
Well, yeah, we used some of those recipes for a little bit,
But
but
it's also hard because like they'll send you exact quantities of what you need, so there's a lot of places where you're missing information. In terms of like recreating the recipe without the pack.
skill issue. Yeah, I know, right? Interesting terminology. She's becoming a true gamer. All right, we actually need to head back to the overworld, I think, and get some more stone, which also means I think it's time we take all of our stuff with us.
Stop.
It was one of those triangle charts with the axis being time, money, and quality. Yeah. Life is just one. Okay, I can't say. I feel like every time we come into one of these situations, like my brain goes to like it's always, you know, XYZ. It always comes down to trade-offs and or in particular, like what I was gonna say was like everything is just one big blah, right? Everything's just one big to-do list. Life is just one big trade-off. The anti-capitalism thoughts for the takeover. Something along those lines. Even like in that kind of triangle though, like there are trade-offs, right? But ultimately, like the biggest resource people have is time. Most expensive resource, I guess. That's not something you're gonna get back. So how do you wanna spend your days? What are ways that you can get time back in exchange for, you know, that leads you towards, you know, a happier life or whatever. Sometimes paying money for things is worth it, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on the thing and how much time are you getting back, and is it worth it? You know, is the time that you're spending doing something enjoyable? If it's enjoyable, then do you really want to pay to decrease the amount of time you spend on that thing, right? So let's say dishes, right? Paying money to, let's say, get a dishwasher, like a electronic dishwasher, like most people have nowadays, is probably worth it because you get a lot of time back. They would be spending hand washing things. But are there certain things that you enjoy hand washing? You'd rather spend the time doing that, you know? If you hate washing dishes, then the more you can take out of your hands, the better. If you enjoy washing certain dishes, then, you know, maybe having a dishwasher is worth it. Maybe it's not. So same thing goes for cooking, right? Like some people really enjoy cooking and some people absolutely hate cooking and would rather buy, you know, a loaf of bread and make peanut butter sandwiches every day. Hey, if that's what you want to do, you get that time back to spend that time on whatever else you want to spend it on. I enjoy the feeling of having cooked better than the cooking itself. So you'd probably rather be in a position where you're helping someone. Like I participated. Yeah, of course, eating shrimps a lot. Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so these are gonna stay up here, I think. We're gonna take the basalt. I think it's down here. Yeah, here, we're gonna put these down here. Woo! I vary between the two extremes. Fair enough. I kind of cook and stir stuff together with pasta or chuck something in the slow cooker before bed and leave it to do its thing. Yeah. We have a cookbook that's like a lot of slow cooker stuff or pressure cooker stuff. A little bit of both. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's built this a while ago. I like the design of it, but it's too small. Honestly. It's a little too small. So. Though I did build it in such a capacity that we could continue expanding it, so I could add a 4th layer below. Or a 5th layer. If I wanted to.
Or a 20 layer.
I just can't go up. I can go down, I just can't go up. Uh-oh. We still got one more row. One more row. One more column. But then we're gonna start running out of space. Well, we do have the polished basalt here and the smooth basalt. But I could use those columns if I wanted to, but I'd like to leave those there if at all possible. Oh, you know what we could do instead? Oh, I didn't think of this. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We only have 3 more hours of sunlight.
Only 3 more hours of sunlight. Oh my goodness. It's true. Only 3 more hours of sunlight. So we can start doing this. Start just putting the shulker box in here, which does mean we need to get ourselves some more shulker boxes. But this is what we're gonna have to start doing. This grocery store reminds me of an opera house, all those private boxes overlooking the main area. It lacks a stage, yeah. Whoop. It's pretty cool. It doesn't have as many, I guess you can kind of look over it like this, right? But yeah, it doesn't have the show floor. Adding another couple of layers would be good though, I think, to continue to expand. That could be a project for a later day though. I think the netherrack is up 1. I don't even know how I came up with this idea. Other than it came to me in a dream. It didn't quite come to me in a dream. It's like something that I just like my brain manifested, I guess. For whatever reason. I couldn't even really explain it. It's always like the mines and the storage rooms are like the 2 things that my brain can actually piece together. Because I've showed it on stream before, but my mine from season, well, the big old quarry that we have in this season, which is something that my brain just like came up with. But then the actual mine that I had last season is another thing that my brain just kind of came up with. So it's something. Brain be brainin'. Neither. 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 We're gonna need another shulker. We have so much magma cream from the nether. It's actually kind of insane. But strangely, I haven't dreamed of a Minecraft church or cathedral in my sleep, despite having built about 40 of the things. Wow. So many fire potions. Yeah. We got a lot for that. What are you laughing at? Uh-oh. Another shulker box has to be used. Na 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 na. Down here somewhere. Do all this, thank you. Saddles go here. Thought it was there. Warped, warped, warp, warp. Did the warp, did the warp, the warp, the warp, did the warp, did the warp, the warp, the warp. Here, I think. What I end up with? What I end up with warped nylium here? This it would make sense to put this here. Whatevs, it's fine. Ender pearls, we can just throw those in there because I can always use more ender pearls. Stone bricks, blah 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 blah. Come on here, and really, hold up. There we go. Let's check on some of this stuff while we're here too. Okay, sugar cane, is it still coming in? Okay, here's the test. Nothing's backed up. At least not up to here. So we're okay for now. 12 in there, okay. Belly rub, Bailey wants a belly rub, Bailey wants a belly rub. Okay, we're still good so far. Everything's fine so far. How good cooking as we were, it's time for me to see what I can get bothered to prepare for lunch. Okay, I can take you with me on the mobile. Let's go.
I'm gonna be making chicken noodle soup for lunches this week.
Chicken noodle soup. Cool.
Because I'm now in the office 3 days a week. Which means that I need to figure out how to actually prepare lunches.
Chad, I think we've discovered a problem. Something is wrong. I'm very afraid of what is wrong. I also need to be very careful because there's water here. I have a something here. That just goes into oh no. Oh no.
What broke?
What did break? I don't know. Something broke. I don't remember. Cause they're full. Right. This is very backed up right here. This is very backed up. What's up? Nice. Yeah, good baby. Yeah, the dropper elevator stopped. I'm wondering if I destroyed the redstone somehow here. But what did I do? I fixed it. It's fixed. Maybe. Did I do it, chat?
Something's happening.
What did I do? Here's what I'm afraid of, chat. Okay. In 1.21.8, I believe, or a slightly earlier version, they changed the spawn chunks for the game to be smaller. I wonder if I were to leave and come back, if this would break again, because it would be unloaded. You picking up what I'm putting down? But the thing is, shouldn't it just pick right back up, right? Once I load it, you'd think it would just pick right back up. You would think, right? But we can run that experiment. But now the carts should be running, or should start running soon. They're not running right now because they're full. So we'd have to give it a little bit of time. Well, I'm assuming right now they're not running because they're full. I mean, maybe there's another issue. I don't know. But let's just try it. So let's say we leave. Right. Run. Goodbye. We're just gonna fly this way for a little bit. You guys can see the beautiful landscape here. I forget what's over. I think there's like a most of this is forest, but I think there's like a dark oak forest around here somewhere too. I'm just concerned that the loading and unloading of the chunks. I I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea for it to not always be running, which is kind of where my hang up is. Because we've got so many, like, do we need that many melons and pumpkins? No. Sugarcane? No. There's horses up here. So pretty. That's a portal. Must just be seeing things.
And then get back real quick.
I'm trying to do things. Yeah.
Do things with baby.
She can't be babied.
Okay, that's fine. Sure. Maybe I just will check out the lunch room.
So I'm gonna guess by now that we've unloaded the chunks, right? Probably. I think that's a safe assumption at this point. We've probably unloaded the chunks. So, if we head back now, my microphone a little bit closer so I can see, you can hear me a little clearer and I can see where I'm going because it was blocking my view of my screen. Hello, Bales. Where you going? Let's fly back now. Bailey, sweetheart, you don't get my Diet Coke. Okay? Understood? Okay. You are very sweet, I know. You are the best, but you cannot have a Diet Coke. Okay. Can I have your Diet Coke? I'll have to think on that. As I finish drinking my Diet Coke, I'll have to think on that. It's your baby. Mwah. Are you a cutie? Why do you hate being on my lap right now? Daddy, I don't want to be on your lap. I want your Diet Coke. You can't have my Diet Coke. No, it's fine. We're okay. Why are you now licking my arm? This arm tastes good. It tastes nice and salty. I like the salty arm. I think we are good now. No, I wonder if going through portals affects. Bailey, sweetheart, honey, please don't lick my arm like that. Do you want down? Is that what you want? I want down, Daddy. I want down. Okay, there you go. So it might be fixed. These melon and pumpkin farms are, I think, going to be the death of this world, though, eventually. Nothing coming through here. So the sugarcane should be fine. Right. Yeah, sugarcane was fine either way. Now let's see if it's getting stuck anywhere. Pumpkin. We should eventually hear the item elevator go off. I'm a little afraid that that's not working now. Oh, there we go. I don't hear the clicking though. All kinds of pumpkins and melons though. Oh, okay, nothing should be coming through here. Anything getting stuck? I don't completely trust it yet, so bear with me here. Pumpkin, pumpkin. Okay, that's fine. So up to here should just be cactus or sugar cane. All the melons. Wait. Yeah, it's coming through here. Okay. The melons are making their way through. They have filled up this top chest now. They're gonna fill up this. They're gonna fill up this hopper next. And then they'll move to this one. Which is apparently already full on top. Wait, why is this? They're not full all the way down. Okay. Let's just do that. If there isn't randomness involved, I've heard of clocks breaking if they're unloaded on a certain tick of the clock. That could have also happened as well. But I suppose we'll see. This is the behind the scenes of the almost diarrhea of my store system, by the way. This is how we powered all the lights and got tons of torches to light everything up so that we decrease lag, right, with any lighting updates. But also that nothing spawns back here and destroys my beautiful storage system. Okay, fill that up too. Fill that up, fill that up. Okay. We will see what happens. But for now, it looks like it's back up and running. Got melons coming through. If we want to help speed it up, this way. If we want to help speed it up, we can grab some of the melons and pumpkins, but I think we should be okay. So. Dun 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 dun. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I turned around. Let's just take. Yay! Thank you. We solved the melon and pumpkin issue.
What happened?
I updated the block, and now we're fine. So, for now, it is solved for now. I think I'm gonna need more shulker boxes. Go to sleep first. Do 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 do. Yeah, I broke 2 blocks and it started working. About sums it up. I think we need more shulker boxes in this. Don't really have any extras. We need to make extras then. I'm still going through shulker boxes here apparently. I'm almost done. This is the last one though. Cool. So, actually, I had this out. Valuables, 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 valuables. Shulker shells, let's use the rest of them, I think. Which means I need to go back to the end and explore the end again and get more shulker shells. Okay. And or I've just got some shells lying around that I need to go, or some shulkers lying around that I need to go fetch. Also possible. Oh, I saw a hole in the ceiling. 'Twas about to lose my mind. You know what? Are there chests down here actually? I do. There we go. So the next thing I want to do is in here, we have our extra tools. We have these 2 pickaxes and that one. I want to repair them. So let's head to the end. I think it's this way. To the end we go. No skip into the portal. Side of the bed this time. And wait for the Enderman to come down. Do 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 do. Turn my lighter while I'm here. You should be shooting ender pearls out into the ether as well. Hopefully it's still working. Continue. This is my favorite XP farm I've ever made. It's just so much fun killing the Enderman. I've killed thousands, if not tens of thousands of Endermen now. Over 18,000 Endermen have now been killed. Gotta love it. What I really should have done, I think, for this Enderman farm, looking at it now, is I should have hooked up this hopper system here to the storage system, filled up the entire storage system first, and if it made its way into the storage system, or if this was filled up, then shoot him out into the end. But if I could redo it, I would, I think. If it was high up on the, it's not a huge priority. If it was high up on the priority list, I would definitely redo it. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, the brick theme is similar to the theme that I have in the overworld, and I just kind of carried that theme into the end. At the time that I built this, it was a very comfortable theme for me. So, and like you said, it's different. I've done in season 1 of Hardcore, the theme that I went for was more of an Enderman theme, but it was the Warped Forest kind of theme. This feels a little more like me, I guess. So, I too enjoy it. And we're pretty well protected here too. You can see some Endermen kind of teleport here and there, but we're pretty well protected all the way down. And I really do like that, so. Let's back in here. We can grab the extra shulker box then. And actually, I'm going to grab some more fireworks, I think. We're running kind of low on fireworks. We do have some extra gunpowder. We can make some fireworks at some point, but not super important right now. Easy peasy. And we kind of have these barriers here on the side, so I'm not just gonna like completely like fall off the entrance here. So people tend to favor bright colors in the end, which is cool. They can be a little harsh on the eyes, yeah. All kinds of darkness around it. You can have bright colors, really make them stand out. So definitely fair enough. I generally don't do bright colors. I mean, you can see some of the builds and stuff down here, but I generally don't really. I stick to the woods and the more neutral tones. And you'll see some like the greens and the yellows here with the crops and things like that, but let's see, since we're here. This is what I was talking about earlier with, you know, an idea that just came to my head was this quarry here. I really like it. Yeah, thanks. Hey Jones, how's it going? As well, welcome in. So this is my chicken cooker and egg farm, which I actually need to respond to somebody probably on. Someone left a comment on my tutorial asking about uncooked chicken, and that's not what this was for. So, but got almost a double chest of eggs now, just being in the area, which is cool. So, gotta love me some amplified, absolutely. Figured I would check that out while we're here. Before we head into the nether, let's head up here and go to sleep as well. Doot, 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 doot. So. We go. We are now on day 3,250. We are halfway to my original goal for the year, which was 3,500, which we're not gonna hit. But we're probably not. Well, we're not gonna hit it. I'd say we're not gonna hit it. But I'm happy with the progress. If we can hit 3,300 days, which I think is a pretty reasonable thing to expect this year, I'll be pretty stoked. Actually reminds me, once we finish flying over here, I want to check a thing. I want to check a thing. $30.28. $726.72 hours. My goal, as a reminder for this world, is to hit at least 1,000 hours. So we're almost 3/4 of the way there. So that's pretty cool. I've never had 1,000 hours in a world, so that's part of the reason that that's there. And definitely I've never had 1,000 hours in a hardcore world. I've only ever had 3 real hardcore worlds. So there was one fairly recent close call that everybody got to see on YouTube. Unfortunately. A call in which I used up all of my enchanted golden apples. Jen remembers. Yeah, but a bit embarrassing, I will say. I think I mentioned something in the video about I contemplated even posting it, but you know. I should still show the embarrassments too. What's the business episode? It's the most recent one. I was fighting the Wither. Well, I wasn't trying to fight the Wither, but I was using the Wither to get Wither roses. And I accidentally hit the Wither or I shot. Did I shoot? Did I hit? I hit it with a sword when I should have been shooting it with a bow. I was using that whole trick underneath of the end portal. Because that was the chamber that I had for when the Wither explodes. I had a bunch of chickens in there. Wither explodes. The chickens die. They give you Wither roses. That kind of thing. And then to kill because I needed to kill the Wither, hit the Wither with my sword and then it escaped. And then I had to... Yeah, I had to fight the Wither in the end, which was not ideal. So we made it, but unfortunately my enchanted golden apples did not make it out of that. So I was very lucky that I had them. I have golden apples usually just in my inventory no matter what. I didn't even think about them, but I was very lucky that I did have them on me. And you get the slabs. very lucky that I just happened to have them on me. So they weren't there by intention. I just always have them on me in case I run into a situation in which I need them. So I used all 3. I used 2, and I maybe could have gotten away with only using the 2, but I got down to like 2 hearts left or something, and I was still the withering effect, and I'm like, okay, I should probably use this to be safe. And I think I would have died without using it. I don't know for sure, but I used it to be safe. Don't take any chances. I have heard that enchanted golden apples. I haven't fought or gone through a trial run or whatever in this world. I heard they're a little bit easier to get now that there's trial runs. So I could potentially, because that's the only 3 enchanted gold apples I'd ever gotten in this world, and it's 3,000 plus days. I don't think I have knockback. No, I don't have knockback. For whatever reason, I think it was because it wasn't hit in sword hit mode. It was in, I don't know. It was still invincible or something. I don't know. I'll have to try it again at some point. see how it goes. So I don't use totems. I don't have any totems either. So that might have been a case where I could have had a totem on me if I wanted to use a totem, but I just generally haven't used totems in this world. So, well, I say generally, I haven't because I don't have any, but no, because I always kill my withers with just sword under the end portal. Then what did I do? Cause it doesn't have knockback on it. Come here, big guy. Thank you. Play on extra hard mode. I mean, totems only really save you from an instant death. They don't give you that much health back anyways, so. Like, it would save you if you, like, weren't watching what you were doing. You just have to be a little extra careful with, like, flying around and in specific situations. But oh, I have not gone to an ancient city in this either. You know, one of the ways that you stay alive in the world is you don't take extra risks when you don't need to, you know. I don't take the risks when I don't need to. I only take risks when it's beneficial for something that I'm doing. I'm not going to go to an ancient city just to go to an ancient city, you know, things like that. If there's something specific I need from an ancient city, I'll go to it. But if I don't need to, I'm not going to. Like, I know there's some level of risk being in the Nether, but I have this project that I want to work on, and so I'm going to work on it, you know. Wardens are another level of scary, yeah. I didn't mention it, but you know, Halloween was on Friday, and so we were giving out candy. And one of the kids running around my neighborhood had a warden costume on. Like an inflatable warden costume. It was hilarious. There was a group of kids going around together. One of them had the warden costume, and another one had one of the Fall Guys from the Fall Guy game. There's another inflatable costume, which was hilarious. It was so funny just watching them try to like walk around, especially because they were trying to run as well. All you see is like this like warden bobbing down the street. Ooh, so scary, you know. So it's pretty cool. The most popular, or the winner for most popular costume this Halloween was I think the character's name's Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. We saw so many of those costumes, and we don't get like a ton of trick-or-treaters. We got quite. It was from what I heard from my neighbors. This is the first year we've been in this neighborhood. It was a record-breaking year for for Halloween. There were a lot more people this year than normal, but still we don't get like thousands of kids or something. But from the hundreds that we did see, Rumi was seen like, I don't know, a half a dozen times. I saw a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle jock giving candy on a Minecraft chicken. Oh my gosh. But let's do that and be safe. So it was, you know, a somewhat eventful Halloween. One of our neighbors was giving out non-candy. So he really likes Halloween. He sets up like a whole like he had like this whole like spooky ghost apparatus set up with a whole bunch of lights and a scary mask on, and he dressed up in a scary mask as well, giving out candy. But they were giving out potatoes this year. It was funny. We had kids in the neighborhood come up to us and be like, "We got a potato. Do you guys have anything like this?" We're like, no, we just got candy, guys. Sorry." They suggested that next year we give out carrots or peppers, bell peppers. Yeah, an uncooked potato. Yep, just a regular like russet potato. The kids loved it. For whatever reason. I mean, it's a cool gimmick, right? Like it's different. It's not just chocolate or some kind of candy. Carrots, apples, beets, wheat, or potatoes. Hey, wheat? We can get out some wheat next year. Give out some bread. There we go. We'll be the bread house. Get that bread. Obtain the grain. Sus stew. Give out chips this year and the kids were stoked. Nice. But the other thing we found out this year, which was particularly interesting, you know, we've never given out candy like this before. We own a home, like an actual like single family home now. So like we'd given out candy previously at our townhouse, but it was kind of a different atmosphere. Now we're in more of like a residential area and the traditional Halloween stuff that I remember growing up with. But we had some conversations with different people and parents whenever they were bringing their kids up. The most popular candy this year, by far, or the weirdly popular candy this year was Almond Joys. For whatever reason, kids, I guess, like almond Joys now. Very popular. Was definitely surprised by it. Ew. Some saying base, some saying ew. It took us by surprise for sure. For sure. But hey, the kids like them. Go for it. Obtain the grand, yeah. My British evil villain brain is imagining all the jars of Marmite. Kids like all kinds of weird things, weird gimmicks. I mean, there are plenty of kids who just enjoyed taking the candy. We had really little kids as well, like 3 or 4 year olds as well, that were especially funny. One kid wanted to take one, like we had several different bowls just to like have several different bowls so we could refill bowls. He wanted to take something from every single bowl that we had. It's all the same candy, but he was like, I want one from this bowl and from this bowl. It's like, okay. So that was pretty funny. The kids were pretty funny. So. All in all, it was pretty good, pretty peaceful though, I would say. So no real shenanigans. People were just going around getting candy and nothing bad, thankfully. So do you have typical old people candy over there? Here we have something called Victory V, little tablet-shaped hard candy things that were like putting a spoonful of hot mustard in your mouth. I don't know. I don't know if we have stuff like that. I mean, we always like, we just bought big bags. Oh my gosh. What was that? We just bought big bags of candy from Costco and gave those out. I would love to be. I don't know if we have, you know, how expensive it would be, but my parents growing up were the, oh no, were the full candy size bar house. We only had like, I think maximum one year we had 100 kids, which can get kind of pricey, but later years we get like 20-30 kids. So my parents always enjoyed giving out the full-size candy bars, so we don't do that, but I think it'd be cool to have some kind of gimmick or something, you know, special that we do. Old people candy would be like peppermints or strawberry bonbons. Oh, Werther's Originals. There we go. There we go. I didn't get very many Halloween decorations up this year because I got some things a little too late. We put out a couple things, but we're already conspiring with our neighbors for what to do next year. So we'll see if next year's bigger. The neighbors that we share a property line with. I was talking with them on Halloween night about, you know, what if we did some kind of combined thing? We had like this big contraption. They were mentioning like, hey, you could get like a hologram to put up against the side of your house or things like that. We could do some sort of combined thing. Would be pretty cool too. But Little Worm dressed up, made Minecraft armor out of cardboard poorly, which promptly fell apart. Oh man. Well, you know, it's a lesson. You know, learning lessons here. Make a gosh out of my Minecraft skin. Oh my goodness. One of our neighbors was trying to be the skeleton house this year, so we had like these coverings on his garage doors that were like skeleton. They had a giant skeleton in their front yard. They had skeletons riding flamingos. Like it was a whole operation. It was pretty cool. I was thinking this year, and like I said, it was kind of too late by the time they got things together, but that we could be like the spider house. So we might do something like that next year. I bought some spiders I ended up not putting out, but all kinds of stuff we can do with our front porch, so just things to think about for a future year. I've already bought some holiday decorations as well, which we'll end up putting up, you know, in December. So Christmas decorations, things like that. So. Teach them young that life is harsh. Well, you know, let them learn. You have things fall apart, you know, make them better next year. It's a good lesson. An inflatable one. Yeah, there we go. Inflatable Minecraft skin. There we go. Find a website that'll do that. Lovely celebrate Halloween, but when I worked retail, we could dress up. One year I was FBI agent, did my whole costume out of duct tape. Nice. Duct tape is very powerful. It's a very powerful tool. One of the guys I went to college with, we were all engineering majors, and one of the things he said was that you're not a good engineer if you don't have a roll of duct tape on you at all times. Which I thought was funny. Had a bulletproof vest, badge, gun, all made of duct tape. That is awesome. That's actually really, really cool. So we did that. I'll throw these in their shulker boxes. I'm so bright. We're making our way. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. It's a little more than making our way downtown, you know. Making our way across the sea. The ocean red. Or orange with lava. Really? Got him. Where are we going to next? Do this across. Can do. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Do that, I think. So, yep, it was an eventful Halloween. Emma was a little sad at first because until like 6:30, 6:45ish, we had maybe like 5 or 6 people come through. And then between, you know, basically 7ish until 8:30, we had a lot more people. So then we started to get more people. I think we live off of a road and there's a set of trails that go through our neighborhood. I think more people were going through the trails, to be honest. And that's why we saw less people, I think, than the people who were in like cul-de-sacs where all the trails go through. I think they saw more traffic than we did. Definitely at first, but beyond that as well. Go. So, planning on things for next year, but it was a fun time. Feels weird now actually having to participate in Halloween. Fortunately, we can't just, like, we couldn't just set bowls out because kids would just come and take the whole bowl and run in previous years, so we didn't do anything. Poor Bailey had to stay in her crate though, because she wouldn't calm down. I was hoping that she would be able to stay inside and be able just to look outside, but yeah, that did not work, unfortunately. So she had to be in her crate for pretty much the entire time, a couple hours. So. Then if we ever went in to get other stuff, she would make these really terrible noises. Like, please, why am I in here? What are you guys doing? So. Like, but if I let you out, you're going to scream at everybody. You're going to cry because we're outside and you're not outside with us. So it allowed us, we sat outside and gave out candy instead of like waiting indoors. Because we have people, if we have people knocking on doors, well, one, I don't think people knocked on as many doors as they did if they just going to houses with people. Like, people generally just sat outside. A lot of people are actually on their, like, at the end of their driveway giving out candy. So I don't know if we would have gotten as many people. But also, the doorbell would have drove Bailey crazy. So. Hey, Bieler. Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, I see what you were talking about, Breezy. That's pretty cool. All that duct tape's pretty impressive, too. Did you look anything up for it? Or did you like look up any designs to help you with formulating the costume? You winged it. That's pretty impressive then. It's very impressive. A lot of complex shapes in there. The gun was the one that I'm like, I feel like that's pretty difficult. I remember like duct tape wallets and stuff being a thing in elementary school, so that was, you know, probably not like the badge was probably not as difficult, but the gun for sure would have been. Really big into criminal minds, nice. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough then. Alright, chat. I think we're gonna wrap it up there for today. It's been a good one, and I appreciate you all. But we are gonna wrap it up there. So, hopefully you all have enjoyed. Thanks for being around. I appreciate it. If you guys are new around here, feel free to follow the channel. Head over to the Discord to get notifications, things like that. YouTube, Twitch, Discord are the three main places. I've said this before, but if you want to follow anything, those are probably the three main things to follow. So, turn the music off. Drive me a little crazy. So, I do think I'm gonna wrap up. I'm getting very warm. I need to get out of this room. So, I think I'm gonna wrap up without rating, but if you find somebody that you want to go say hi and say Whitefire sent you, feel free to say that. Go watch your next favorite streamer after me, because obviously I'm your favorite, of course. So, yep, I will see you all back here on Wednesday. I will not be streaming next weekend. Just for everyone's awareness, I will not be streaming next weekend. Maybe I'll just sneak in a random stream on Monday. But Emma and I's 1 year anniversary is on Sunday, so a week from today. And so we're going to be out of town. So I will not be here. But I will be streaming. I should be streaming on Wednesday. So I will see you all Wednesday. If not, I'll see you another stream after that. So yeah, see, Ace and then I'm unlikely to be awake for. Yeah, no worries then. No worries. Totally understandable. But I will be gone I will be gone a week from today. So we leave Friday and we come back on Monday. So we're basically doing a long weekend. We're gone Saturday and Sunday pretty much for full days. So, all right, folks. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate you all. I'll see y'all next time. VOD will be on YouTube in case you want to watch, and it'll be on Twitch as well. So, either way. Later. Bye-bye.